Okay, welcome everyone to Crypto Thinkers Fibonacci YouTube channel, and it's me, Tinker. Today we are going to continue our Royal Q trading tutorial class. So we are going to the next level, which is level 200 on our syllable. So those who have been following us from the very beginning, um, I believe that you have been able to capture the first stage. So we are moving on to the second stage of our trading, where this trading has a little bit of a twist. This trading is basically for buying the deep, HODL for the pump. So we buying the deep and we are hodling for the massive pump. It makes a lot of profit over time. So today I'm just going to take you through the step-by-step settings of how to set it up. So if you have a capital of $100, you can trade with it. You have a capital of $200, we have the $200 settings also. So not to waste too much time, let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is you have to, by now everybody knows how to set up a template at your Royal Q mine page. Okay, Royal Q mine page. So I'm going to take a screenshot and then just use some few arrows. So Royal Q mine page, this is Royal Q mine page over here. So here is going to lead you to the place where you can set up your strategy template over there. Okay, so for this strategy, this is where you go and then you follow suit. So you can watch our previous videos on $100 capital. We've showed you how to set up a template. So you follow the same procedure and input the parameters for this buying the deep, hodling for the pump. Okay, beautiful. So let's move on. So you just tap on the mine page and it's going to lead you here to my strategy settings. It's going to lead you here. So when you get here, you click on the plus sign, and the plus sign is at the top right corner of your dashboard here with the title My Strategy Settings. You see that? Yes. So when you tap on it, it's going to open Royal Q default. Okay, so the Royal Q default, you're going to input all the necessary parameters that we are going to show you. So I've already set it down. Okay, so I'm going to just tap on it. So the first strategy we're going to set on is for the $100 capital. So the $100 capital, let me just click on edit. So here for the $100 capital, you can see we have the risk type steady, and then let's pick this one. It's going to be a 15-minute video, so 15 to 20 minutes, so that everybody can understand. Okay, so you have here, we have the steady, okay, and then you write the remark, buy the deep, hodl for the pump, $100, okay, and the first buy-in amount for the $100 capital is 20 USDT, okay, first buy-in amount, FBIA, whole position, open position double, you switch it off, AI margin call, you switch it off. When we get to the next level, we are going to tell you when to put the AI margin call on. That will be in the other lectures, subsequent lectures ahead. Okay. And then the margin call limit is 7 for this strategy settings. Whole position take profit is from 5% all the way to 30%, depending on the signal we're going to drop on our Telegram lecture hall. So if you are not on our Telegram page, do well to check the description section of the YouTube channel or ask in the comment section, and the link will be dropped for you to join our Telegram pages, okay? So that you can be able to follow us. And then the whole position take profits ratio is 0.0, callback is 0.01, and then the buy-in callback 0.01, distributed and take profit, we're going to go there soon. Sub position take profit is still 0.01. Okay, beautiful. So let's head over to the distributed and take profit. So I'm tapping on the distributed and take profit allocation. Ensure that the strategy period for this settings is on one shot. Okay, so we are going to the distributed. This is how the distributed and take profit allocation is. Just impute it as you see it here. So the fifth call is 1.3, which is the Royal Q default, and then 3%, which is Fibonacci number 3, and 5%, which is Fibonacci number 5. Okay, for the 7th, 6th, and 5th. So these are the percentage, take profit percentage allocation. Okay, so you impute it accordingly, and then you remember to click on sure. Okay, very important. Some people, they impute it and then they want to go and click on this arrow. Don't do that. Okay, so when you finish, just click on sure. Good. So let's go. Now click on my share. Now we go to margin configuration. So remember, this is $100 settings for buying the deep, HODL for the pump. This is Crypto Tinker strategy. So we have a list of coins that are on our lecture hall. You go through them and then you follow how we enter it, and you enjoy the ride all the way up. Okay, from bottom above. Okay, you start from the bottom and then you ride it all the way up to hit your TP, your desired TP that you want. Now we go to margin configuration. Here, margin configuration, our standard drop is 30%. So how do we get the 4.3? Someone will ask. Just a minute. 0.55. Okay, so this is how our drop looks like. This is the standard drop for the Crypto Tinkers buy the deep, HODL for the pump. So 4.3, 4.3, 4.3, all the way to the 7th call. But here is the difference in the $100. We have 0.55. I think the iPhone users, they might probably have a problem in putting in the 0.55. So you can put 0.5 or 0.6 or 0.5 will do. Okay, 0.5 if the second 5 is not, popping up. So you can use a 0.5. But if it goes through, that's wonderful. For Android users, you don't have any problem. 0.55 will always fit in there for you. Okay, so you do the same thing all the way to the 7th call, and then you impute sure. Okay, you just tap on sure and you're good here. So this is $100 capital. So all these things, you impute them accordingly. 4.3 all the way down. Okay, so how did I get a 4.3? I said the call drop, when the signal is giving the call drop, is sometimes we're going to give a call drop of 50% drop. So you just have to come here. You come to your calculator, and then if it's 50% drop, you just put 50 divided by how many margin calls? 7 margin calls. And it's going to give you 7.14. So you can just make it 7%. So 7% for call number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here, the signal that we traded, it says 30% drop. So what do? I have 7 margin calls. So I just divide the 30 by, let's say, divided by 7. And it's going to give us 4.23. And you and I know that we have to round it to the nearest decimal. So 4.23, 4.28, we make it 4.3. Simple. 4.3 is what we're going to use because the decimal is 4.28. So we just round it to the nearest decimal, add 1 to the 2, and make it 4.3. That is how we arrived here at 4.3. Beautiful. So we click on sure, and then we click on save. You look through everything that is in line, and then you click on save. So you do all this at the template section, you set it down. Okay, so we have set our template down. We click on show, and then it will be here. We head over to the 200 settings. So the $200 settings. So if you have $200, this is your settings here. Here, you look at it carefully. You see the heading is buying the deep HODL for the pump. So here, the first buy-in amount you see is 100 USDT. So this particular settings, if you have $200, you can be able to trade it all the way to the 7th call. Okay, so the first buying amount is 100 USDT. Very profitable. Okay, yes, 100 USDT. So there's a difference between the $100 buying the deep strategy settings and the $200 buying the deep strategy settings. Okay, so take note. So you go according to your capital. So I head over to the margin configuration. Distributed and take profit is just the same as the $100. Look at it here. You see that is the same. Now let's head over to margin configuration. This is margin configuration. So you can see the $200 settings is a little bit different with the call drop here. Sorry, let's use so it's a little bit different. The multiple buy-in ratio, you see this place is 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, because the first buy-in amount is $100. Okay, so this is how we do it. Then on the 5th call is 0.2, that's $20 if it keeps dropping all the way down. Okay, but make sure the drop, you make sure you divide it according to the signal drop that they will give you. But if you are trading with the standard one, the drop starts from 30% drop upwards. Okay, some of the signals will come with 50% drop depending on the asset that we are trading on. Every crypto asset behave differently, they move differently, they drop differently, they pump differently. Okay, so that is something that by now, if you have been following us, you would have gotten to know. So let's, now that we have our settings, you see that? Beautiful. Then you click on show, and then you click on save. Boom, it's at your template section. So now we drop a signal, assuming, let's go the signal we traded. So today, this is how the signal is going to be. Buy the deep HODL for the pump settings. So crypto tinker strategy. So the coin we are trading now for steady purposes will be BLZ. Okay, BLZ USDT. Entry current market price. Take profit, whole position take profit ratio is between 5% to 30%. So when it gets to 5%, you can put 5% at your trade, 10% at your trade, 30% at your trade. So you can take profit from 5% upwards. If you want to hold long term, more long term, will tell you when to pause your trade so that you even gain much more if the coin perhaps pumps to about $200. Sometimes the coin can pump 200%. Yes, sometimes the coin can pump to 200%. Other times it can do 300% in a day. Yes, in a day. Yes, it's possible in crypto. So even when we get to the massive bull market season, you see like enormous percentages. Some of them will be 32,000% in a day on an asset. Yes. So bull market is a very crazy market, and you can make a lot of money. So it's best you start now. You start building your portfolio gradually to embrace the upcoming bull market. Okay. So this is the strategy we are going to do. So here the drop starts from 30%, which is the standard, and we're going to trade with $100, the $200 capital. So let's say, so this is how we go. I'm back to the Royal Q app. So we go to our home page. That's where we're going to select the name of the coin. Okay. So we head over to, so this is where we search for the coin. By now, some people know how to do it. Those who have been following our videos, if you are new, I would encourage you to go and watch our level 100 videos. The basics, you need to have some basic knowledge in Royal Q, so that when we are doing all these things and we are saying a lot of big words, you would have familiarized yourself with it. Okay, it's for your own good. You paid for the Royal Q, you rented it with money, so you have to pay attention to your business, have time for it. If you have busy work outside, you can put your phone on vibration. You come home, just take a look at your trade, take some of your study notes or the videos that we have made for you. Go through them even before you take your sleep. Okay. Yeah, so you go to this site. This is where we are going to search for the coin. Okay. Sorry. So the coin we're going to use here per the signal is BLZ. Good. We tap on it. And then these are just Rick's reminder of the coin you're going to trade. That crypto trading is market is very volatile. So here is the catch. Here in this strategy, we're going to use the weekly. Okay, the weekly time frame. It is good to enter on the weekly time frame using our Bollinger Band. So those who have not learned the first video, the level 100 Bollinger Band setting, do well to go and watch that one so you know how to make the Bollinger Band come onto your candlesticks or your chart. Okay, so here we have the upper, the middle, and the lower Bollinger Band. So for this strategy, it is good to enter the trade on a red candlestick on the upper Bollinger Band, like lower when it comes to the upper, below the upper Bollinger Band. Is good to enter. It is better also to enter when you have the red candlesticks touching the middle Bollinger Band, but it is best to enter on the lower Bollinger Band. Okay, so that when it even drops furthermore, it will be able to buy more margin calls for you, and you make massive gains below before it climbs all the way up to probably the 30% TP that has been set. So here we have the candlestick. We have the previous one. Before I started this video, we had this weekly candlestick. It was red, before it's turning green. So it's best to enter on the lower Bollinger Band, preferably on a series of red candlesticks. So let's say this candlestick is on the weekly lower Bollinger Band. So we can enter this trade till it takes us all the way up. Okay, beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So we click on create martingale strategy boot. We click on flexibility, and then we click on trade setting at the bottom left. You see that? And then here we click on choose a strategy. You see that it's in yellow. Just tap on choose a strategy, and then you check through your template. If your capital is $100, you go in with a $100, buy the deep HODL for the pump strategy, or you go with the $200. So mine is down here. So you just tap on it. Okay, let me do it again. You tap, you look for your settings. Let me just indicate here for people who can't see it well. Yes, so over here. So this is the strategy I'm using. Okay, buying the deep HODL for the pump. So this is Crypto Tinker's strategy settings of buying the coin in the deep. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to use the $200 setting. So you just tap in the middle and it will load. Now, when it loads, some people always forget to edit the first buy-in amount. Remember the $200 capital allocation for buying the deep. The first buy-in amount is $100. If you want to use $100 to trade the whole settings, the first buy-in amount is what? $20. So here we are using the $200. So we are going to edit the 15 here. We are going to put what? $100 capital here. Beautiful. So I have to edit it and put $100. And then you see the margin configuration is right, is correct on the $200 settings. You are good. You click on sure, you click on save. Now, when we get to this place, before you touch on any trade, you come to here, this place, over here, strategy mode. Here, strategy mode, we are going to use the sub-bin mode, the middle option. Okay, I'm going to open it right now. So we are going to use the sub-bin mode. That is the strategy mode we are going to use. We are using this because when the market picks the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th margin calls, in case it drops lower down and it makes any sales, you will see the profit, but it will not be added to your Binance yet. The Royal Q is going to use the profit to add to the whole where the overall average price. Okay, it's going to use the profit to lower down the overall average price when you use the sub-bin mode feature of Royal Q. So you know Royal Q, last time I was telling you about the one call number 1 to 4. Royal Q sees them as whole warehouse. It sees them as one. Just like the 5th margin call is isolated, Royal Q sees the first call to the 4th call as whole warehouse, like one. It sees them as one margin call. Okay, so that's how it's calculated. Now, when it makes profit on the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, when it's on the sub-bin mode, every profit it makes is going to add it to the capital here, and is going to use it to gradually be lowering down the average price, the overall average price. So those who have been following, we have explained what the average price is in detail in our videos. So if you have not watched it, do well to watch it, okay? So this is the reason why we chose to use the sub-bin mode for this particular strategy, since it's buying the dip, is going to make a lot of profit in the bottom before it rises all the way up to the whole position take profit ratio percentage. So anytime it makes profit on the 5th, it will take it and lower down the average price, the overall average price. This way, within some few days or weeks, your trade will start getting closer to your take profit ratio, and then you'll be able to either manually sell it out, or you wait for the Royal Q to sell it out for you. Okay, so it's a very powerful feature that Royal Q has. Not most exchange don't have this kind of feature. Sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. So I just wanted to touch on that so you can understand why we are using the sub-bin mode. It really helps to lower down your overall average price and brings the take profit closer to the current market price, and is able to sell off your trades in good profit, because it would have accumulated series of profit on the sub position levels for you. Okay, good. So beautiful. So now I'm going to tap on it. So I'm going to tap on the strategy mode, click on I understand, and I said we're going to use the sub-bin mode. Okay, so you see that it has check mark sub-bin mode. That is the strategy mode we are using for this crypto tinkers trading settings. The buying the dip, HODL for the massive pump. Okay, so now you make sure that your trade, this particular trade, is not on cycle. This particular trade, we don't trade it on cycle. Okay, this particular one, we put it on one shot. So ensure that it's yellow like this and they've written one shot. Okay, you make sure it's a coin that we have posted, or the coin that you have gone through the Bollinger Band to also choose through the coins that we're going to drop on our lecture hall for you to go through them. Okay, so you make sure it is on one shot. You make sure it's on sub-beam mode. Okay, Android users, sub-beam mode. Okay, beautiful. So now we are ready to get our trade. So you click on activate. You click on activate. Activate is over here. See that? Click on activate after ensuring that everything is correct. So we're going to click on activate. I understand. And then you click on create. Once you click on create, you have given the royal queue the permission to, execute your trade for you. So in order for you to see, to trigger it to also come faster, you can tap on these. Let me use a red color. You can tap on these log. This is log, and this is transaction record section. You can tap on any of them, and then when the trade picks up, you see the return rate will be reading it either in negative or positive percentage. And if it buys any margin calls, you see it over here. Beautiful. So let's go and see if it has picked. So we go here, and then we come. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so but per the time it says strategy started. Beautiful. So you can see what I was talking about. Yeah. So you see that it has picked. You can see over here negative 1.14%. So you see that it has picked. So even in the deep, it might also retrace down. Okay, that is why we make margin calls come in, so that it will gradually buy margin call 1, margin call 2. Sometimes it buys margin call 1 to probably margin call 4, and it doesn't even go to buy margin call 5, 6, 7. Other times too, it will buy till the margin call 5, and then it will just come into profit. So it's a good it's another way to trade the royal queue to also maximize profit as you trade on the other strategies also. Okay, so this is how we trade the asset. So I believe you've gained value for this teaching. You're going to really enjoy the market. There are so many financial news that are going to take place from this May all the way till this year, December. We have the US election also coming up around November 5th, thereabout. We have upcoming Ethereum ETF. So many major news that are in the pipeline, which will stimulate the market to either drop further or pump higher. So we try to maximize the royal queue left and right. So this is another way. You have $100, you can trade with the $100 settings. You have $200, you can trade with the $200 settings. If you have $1,000, you can split the $1,000 into 10 and probably trade on 10 coins with $100 settings, or you can split it into 5 and trade it on 5 of the coins that will be given out on the platform. And then if you don't want to, you want to wait for a signal to be dropped on the buying the deep HODL for the pump strategy, you can also wait for that. So thank you so much for joining us on our second level tutorial class. We've done a lot of classes on the basics. So if you're new on this channel, you might want to do well to scroll through our YouTube videos and then equip yourself with knowledge. It's very good to acquire knowledge on this app. This app is user-friendly. If you take your time to go through the basic tutorial videos, orientation videos, we have done orientation on the Royal Q app. Do well to watch them so you can be able to familiarize yourself with the app, so that anytime we say certain things, you will know what we mean. Okay, so God bless you all. And then if you want to join our page, you are free to join us. Just look into our description section of our YouTube video. You join or you comment, and then we can also send you the link to join our lecture hall or our general page. You are welcome once again to Royal Q. Team Crypto Thinkers, making wealth is easy with Royal Q. God bless us all, and let us have profitable trading experience using the best blockchain technology, Royal Q artificial intelligence. God bless you all, and it's bye for now.